Welcome to Creation Crochet TV, where beautiful is easy. Hi friends, Lorene here, and today we are going to be talking circles. So I'm going to teach you how to make a magic ring. There are two ways to begin a crochet circle. You can either chain, usually 3 chains, and then slip stitch into that first chain to make a circle. So you would just slip stitch into that first chain. Could always be a little tricky. And then you kind of have to find the circle, the center of the circle, which is right there, and you would work into that space. Now that is a little difficult. The other way you could start a circle with chains is to, say we're doing double crochet, you would work 4 chains. These 3 chains here would become your first double crochet, and then you would work all the rest of your double crochets into the first chain that you made. And you just work all the way around, working into that first chain for each stitch until you complete your circle, and then you slip stitch it closed. I prefer to do what's called the magic ring. I prefer this for a couple reasons, mostly because I can pull it tight as I need it, and I'm not going to have a circle, a hole in the beginning, which you would normally have with the other 2 methods. So you just take your yarn and you are going to hold the tail end in your non-working hand. So this is your not dominant hand, or the hand that you don't crochet in. Since I'm right-handed, I crochet with my right. I'm going to hold my tail end of my yarn in my left. So I have my tail in my non-working hand. I'm going to yarn over the back of my fingers, and where that yarn intersects, I'm going to pinch that with my thumb and my forefinger. So just wrap it around and pinch. Once it's pinched, you can take it off. You don't have to continue to hold it around your fingers anymore. But you're going to work a chain around this loop. So you got to put your hook inside and pull up a loop of yarn. And then you just complete a stitch. So you just do a chain. Now that holds the magic circle secure, and you can just work into it like normal. So depending on what you're going to be doing, if you're going to be working single crochets, half double crochets into this circle, you just work them as normal. So you might want to do 2 chains if you're doing half double crochet, or 3 chains if you're doing double crochet. Or if you're going to use my seamless rounds method, then you would do 2 double crochet or 2 chains to begin. And my seamless crochet rounds is linked at the bottom of this tutorial. And then you just work your stitches into that circle. So I'm doing some double crochets. My yarn is getting caught. So all of the stitches in this first round are worked into that circle. So you pretty much just consider that circle to be a stitch. You can pull it a little tighter if you need to as you're working on it. You want to make sure that this tail that you made is long enough so that it doesn't pull out. And just make the required amount of stitches right into that chain, or into that magic circle. I've lost count, but this should be good enough for our demonstration purposes. Once you have the correct amount of stitches, you just pull this tail and it closes your magic loop. And then you just slip stitch to join like you would any normal circle. Now at the end, when you're done your work, you just want to make sure that that tail is secure, and you just weave in your ends.